There comes a point in life when the weight we carry isn't from the battles outside but from the chains we willingly place on ourselves. The ancients knew this truth well. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, warned us that the greatest enemy is not the world, not fortune, not the cruelty of men, but our own misguided habits. They said, you become what you tolerate. If you tolerate weakness, you become fragile. If you tolerate excuses, you become enslaved. And if you tolerate the illusions of society, you lose the only thing that truly matters, your inner freedom. This message is not entertainment, it is a mirror, held up to your soul. If you have the courage to look deeply, you will see 15 destructive habits that have stolen your strength, your clarity, your time. And you must stop them immediately, or life will strip you of everything before you even realize it. Today is not about adding something new to your life. It is about cutting away what is killing you silently. Let us begin. The first thing you must stop is complaining. Complaining is the anthem of the powerless. Every time you whine about how unfair life is, how cruel the world has been, how unlucky you are, you declare yourself a victim. And the Stoics taught us, a victim cannot be free. Marcus Aurelius faced plagues, wars, betrayals, yet he wrote in his journal not laments, but reminders, if it is endurable, endure it. If not, stop complaining. Your destruction will mean its end as well. Complaining is poison. It makes you blind to solutions. It feeds your anger but starves your willpower. You may not control what happens to you, but you control what you do next. So stop giving your voice to misery. Speak instead in the language of action. When hardship comes, say, good. The second habit to destroy is the addiction to approval. Every time you let another person's opinion dictate your worth, you hand them your chains. The Stoics knew that freedom is not found in applause but in alignment with your own reason and virtue. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Think about that. Most people waste their lives trying to look good to others, trying to please a crowd that is just as lost as they are. Approval is an endless hunger, you feed it once, and it only grows larger. The moment you depend on it, you betray your own principles, because you will do what looks popular instead of what is right. Ask yourself, do you want to be respected by the many, or unshakable within yourself? Stop chasing likes, stop seeking applause, stop asking permission to live your own life. Your strength begins the moment you no longer beg for validation. Third, stop wasting the one currency you cannot replenish, time. Seneca thundered this truth, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Hours lost scrolling through meaningless noise, days wasted gossiping, weeks destroyed by procrastination, years evaporated in pursuits that leave you hollow. The Stoics did not despise leisure, but they despised waste. Leisure must refresh the mind, not rot it. Ask yourself, does this habit feed my purpose, or steal from it? Every distraction is a thief. Every hour lost to trivialities is an hour you could have spent building your character, creating something eternal, or simply being present with those you love. You must stop squandering your time like a fool who thinks he is immortal. Life is slipping away with every breath. Do not be the man who wakes up at the end only to realize he never truly lived. Fear is natural, but clinging to it is destructive. The fourth thing you must stop is fearing what is outside your control. Storms will come. People will betray. Fortune will shift. Death itself will come when it chooses. You cannot command these forces. But you can command yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Fear of the uncontrollable is the disease of modern man. It paralyzes him, chains him to anxiety, makes him live in 1,000 imagined tragedies. The Stoic instead looks at fate with calm defiance, if it is destined, let it come. I will meet it as I should. This does not make him reckless, it makes him free. Free from the madness of worrying about weather, markets, or mortality. Stop fearing what you cannot control. Redirect that energy into mastering your own reactions, because that is where your empire begins. Comparison is the silent thief of peace. The fifth thing you must stop doing is measuring your worth against another person's life. In the marketplace of vanity, there will always be someone richer, stronger, more admired, or more fortunate. If you anchor your self-esteem to that endless competition, you will forever be chained to envy. Seneca warned, "He who envies another admits his own inferiority." Think about that, every moment you envy is a confession that you believe yourself small. But the Stoic understands that life is not a race with others, but a test of self-mastery. Your task is not to be better than another man, but to be better than who you were yesterday. Comparison blinds you to your own blessings, to your own progress, to your own path. You cannot drive forward while staring at someone else's road. So stop wasting your energy on jealousy. Build your character, sharpen your discipline, walk your path with dignity, and let the rest of the world run in circles. The sixth poison you must eliminate: how many times have you known the right thing to do, but delayed until the opportunity was gone? Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Yet most people remain trapped in endless calculations, imagining every possible failure until they are paralyzed into inaction. Overthinking is fear disguised as intelligence. You do not need another opinion, another analysis, another guarantee. You need action. Fortune favors the bold, and the Stoics understood that clarity is born not from thinking endlessly, but from moving forward with purpose. Stop hesitating. Decide. Execute. Adjust as you go. A man who acts imperfectly achieves more than the man who plans perfectly but never begins. The world belongs not to the thinker who only dreams, but to the doer who dares. The seventh destructive habit is the addiction to blame. To blame is to hand your power away. The moment you say, "It's their fault," you declare yourself powerless, because now your fate rests in someone else's hands. But Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Think about the energy wasted in pointing fingers, in cursing the government, the boss, the family, the world. Blame is a comfortable pillow for the weak, it excuses them from action. But the Stoic refuses that pillow. He says, "This is mine to face. This is mine to endure. This is mine to overcome." Even if you were wronged, even if you suffered injustice, blame does not heal you, responsibility does. By taking ownership, you take control. By refusing to blame, you sharpen your soul into unbreakable steel. Stop wasting breath on fault-finding. Turn every hardship into a test of your own resilience. The eighth thing to stop is dwelling on the past. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not let the past disturb you, just leave everything to the gods and move forward." The past is untouchable. You cannot rewrite what has been written, you cannot rewalk the roads already traveled. What you can do is live rightly now. To cling to the past is to rob the present of its power. You cannot heal old scars by scratching them endlessly, you heal by stepping forward with wisdom earned. The Stoic accepts what has been, learns what he must, and then closes the door firmly. Stop letting yesterday steal today. You are not who you were, you are who you choose to become in this moment. The ninth destructive habit you must stop is trying to please everyone. The Stoics warned against scattering your soul in pursuit of the crowd's affection. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me, we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." People live in fear of disapproval, bending themselves into shapes to satisfy others, but in the process, they betray their own truth. No matter what you do, someone will criticize you, someone will misjudge you, someone will dislike you. This is the nature of mankind. Chasing universal approval is like chasing the horizon, you will run until your strength is gone and find yourself nowhere. The Stoic path is different, seek not to be loved by everyone, but to be true to your principles. To please all is to serve none, not even yourself. Stop performing for applause. Instead, build your life so aligned with virtue that even if the whole world condemned you, your conscience would remain unshaken. The 10th thing you must stop is fleeing from discomfort. We live in an age obsessed with convenience, comfort, and ease. But the Stoics knew the danger of softness. Epictetus declared, difficulties show a person's character. Therefore, when you encounter difficulties, remember that God, like a trainer of wrestlers, every hardship, every pain, every struggle is the forge where strength is born. But modern man escapes discomfort. He avoids cold, avoids silence, avoids discipline, avoids challenge. And in doing so, he grows weaker. Stop running from discomfort. Train yourself to embrace it, rise earlier than you want, endure the cold, discipline your desires, face hard conversations, stand firm in difficulty. Comfort is sweet, but it rots the spirit. Discomfort is bitter, but it sharpens the soul. A life without challenge is a life without growth. Do not seek an easy road, seek a strong character. For it is better to be hardened by trials than softened by indulgence. The 11th thing you must stop is pretending you will live forever. The Stoics practiced memento mori, the remembrance of death, not as a morbid obsession, but as the ultimate wake-up call. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Yet most people live as though tomorrow is guaranteed. They waste time, delay their dreams, postpone love, procrastinate purpose, because they believe life will always wait for them. But death waits for no man. Stop ignoring your mortality. Let the certainty of death guide you into urgency, gratitude, and presence. When you remember you will die, you stop fearing trivial things, stop wasting time on meaningless pursuits, stop delaying the life you were meant to live. Death is not your enemy, it is your compass. Let it remind you that each moment is sacred, each breath is borrowed, and each action must carry weight. Stop pretending you are immortal. Live now, fiercely and fully. The 12th destructive habit you must stop is avoiding responsibility. In a world eager to pass blame, to outsource duty, to seek comfort in excuses, responsibility has become rare, and therefore, powerful. Epictetus. Responsibility is the embodiment of philosophy, it is living your values, not merely speaking them. Yet most people avoid it. They dodge accountability at work, escape commitment in relationships, and shrink from the weight of duty. But the Stoics understood, greatness is born only when you accept the burden of your role fully. A soldier cannot abandon the field, a leader cannot abandon his people, and a man cannot abandon his character. Responsibility is not a chain, it is a crown. It gives your life direction, meaning, and dignity. Stop hiding from it. Stop waiting for others to lead your life. Own your actions, own your words, own your failures, and most of all, own your destiny. The man who accepts responsibility becomes unshakable, for nothing can sway the one who says, "This is mine to carry." The 13th poison to remove is the habit of tearing yourself down. Harsh self-criticism, endless guilt, the voice in your head that whispers, "You are not enough," this is not humility, this is sabotage. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are poisoned, your soul will rot with them. Too many people are their own worst enemy, speaking words to themselves that they would never speak to another human being. Stoicism does not teach arrogance, but it teaches respect for the self. To live in accordance with reason and virtue, you must first believe you are capable of reason and virtue. Stop poisoning yourself with insults. Stop rehearsing. But too many cling to the illusion of permanence, holding on to people, places, habits, and identities long after their time has passed. Marcus Aurelius said, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to the thought that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are and to make new things like them." Change is not your enemy, it is the very essence of life. Yet resistance makes you brittle, fragile, and bitter. The Stoic does not fight the river, he learns to flow with it. Stop mourning the past seasons of your life. Stop clinging to what no longer serves you. Stop resisting the new. Every transformation, though painful, carries the seed of renewal. To resist is to break, to accept is to grow. Embrace change as the universe's way of sharpening you into who you must become. Finally, the 15th and perhaps greatest thing you must stop is drifting without purpose. A life without purpose is like a ship without a captain, tossed endlessly by the winds, at the mercy of every wave. Seneca declared, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." Most people exist, but they do not live. They chase comfort, distraction, and pleasure, but these are not destinations, they are escapes. Purpose is what gives weight to your days, fire to your discipline, and meaning to your suffering. Without it, even success feels hollow. Stop wandering blindly. Stop waking up with no direction, no mission, no higher aim. The Stoic lives with purpose, to cultivate virtue, to serve, to leave behind something greater than himself. You do not need to change the world, but you must know why you rise each morning. Purpose is not found, it is chosen. Choose yours, and live so that when death comes, it finds you already marching toward your destiny. And so, here they are, 15 chains you must break, 15 poisons you must purge, 15 illusions you must abandon. Stop complaining. Stop seeking approval. Stop wasting time. Stop fearing what you cannot control. Stop comparing. Stop overthinking. Stop blaming. Stop clinging to the past. Stop pleasing everyone. Stop fleeing discomfort. Stop ignoring death. Stop avoiding responsibility. Stop poisoning yourself with negative talk. Stop resisting change. And stop drifting without purpose. These are not suggestions, they are survival laws for the soul. The Stoics were not men of soft words, they were warriors of the mind, generals of the spirit, kings of their own destiny. If you dare to stop these 15 habits, your life will transform, not because the world changes, but because you change. Remember, freedom is not given by fortune, nor stolen by enemies. Freedom is forged in the choices you make, moment by moment, habit by habit, battle by battle. The chains are already in your hands. Break them. Live free. Live strong. Live with Stoic wisdom. If these words struck something deep within you, if even one of these 15 chains felt like it was wrapped around your soul, then this message was not chance, it was necessity. The Stoics taught us, when truth appears, you must not delay, you must act. So act now. Strike while the fire in you is still alive. Do not let this wisdom fade into another forgotten video. If you are ready to break these habits, if you are ready to rise with discipline and strength, then show it. Leave your mark here. Smash the like button not for me, but as a declaration to yourself, that you choose to live differently. Subscribe and stand with us, because together we are building not a channel, but an army of minds sharpened by Stoic steel. Each like, each subscription, each voice here is fuel for this mission. We aim for 10,000 strong, and your action may be the one that helps us cross that line. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Click, commit, and carry this fire forward.